Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. Just a quick reminder, please silence your phones if you have the opportunity to do so, and we'll get started very quickly. All right, good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. On behalf of the Illinois Fire Service Institute, the Statutory State Fire Academy, and Director Jim Keegan, I wish to welcome you to the 2022 Fall Academy Commencement. My name is Steve Doggett. I'm a lieutenant with the Urbana Fire Department, which I've served for 16 years. At the Illinois Fire Service Institute, I serve as the program director for our academy. At this time, it's my privilege to invite our candidates to the stage.
Wade Knobloch, Pontiac Fire Department.
Mitch McFarland, Bettendorf Fire Department.
Ryan Cooney, Bettendorf Fire Department.
Xavier Scritchfield, Bettendorf Fire Department. Stephen Wells, Urbana Fire Department.
Daniel Nolan, Normal Fire Department. Hezekiah Kemp, Normal Fire Department. Michael Pinnell, Paris Fire Department.
Savannah Connerty, Lincoln Fire Department.
Greg Hampton, Alton Fire Department. Face.
Hey. Terry Stein, Decatur Fire Department. Zach Colbert, Decatur Fire Department. Grant Naylor, Decatur Fire Department.
Brittany Purcell, Heron Fire Department.
Shane Ruprecht, Skagway Fire Department.
Edward John, Ketchikan Fire Department.
Crystal Schleif, Ketchikan Fire Department.
Earl Ginter, Ketchikan Fire Department. Logan Shaw, Harrisburg Fire Department.
Zachary Jeffers, Eastern Prairie Fire Department.
Andrew Crowley, Eastern Prairie Fire Department.
Lucas Smalley, Taylorville Fire Department. Face.
Face. Jesse Green, Moline Fire Department.
Brandon Rodriguez, Rock Island Fire Department.
Tristan Beck, Ottawa Fire Department.
Brandon Bice, Ottawa Fire Department.
Caleb Beck, Ottawa Fire Department.
Marcus Murphy, East Moline Fire Department.
Sandra Logan, East Moline Fire Department.
Christopher Chapel, East Moline Fire Department.
Samuel Lee, East Moline Fire Department.
Elijah Griff, East Moline Fire Department.
Jacob Zimmerman, East Moline Fire Department.
Face.
Face. Lance Goodpaster, Champaign Fire Department.
Alexander Johnson, Champaign Fire Department.
Clayton Jones, Champaign Fire Department.
Jacob Sadoff, Champaign Fire Department.
Vernon Dickey, Bloomington Fire Department.
Jake Johnson, Bloomington Fire Department.
Allison Pinnon, Charleston Fire Department.
Devin Wade, Monmouth Fire Department.
Zachary Adams, Granite City Fire Department.
Jessica Hamilton, Granite City Fire Department.
Jameson Bartlow, Carbondale Fire Department. Peace.
Base. Zach Valkamp, Quincy Fire Department.
Spencer Roderick, Quincy Fire Department. Hudson Falk, Quincy Fire Department.
Derek Beckman, Fillmore Fire Department.
John Kohler, Cornwall Fire Department.
Eddie Coleraby, Cornwall Fire Department.
Clayton Bell, Cornwall Fire Department.
Trey Ford, Danville Fire Department. Fulton Rhodes, Matthew Fire Department. Peace.
Give them just a minute to get set. One of the many things that we stress to our candidates on day one is the importance of accountability. Our candidates began this academy September 12th at 6:30 a.m. They were immediately assigned an identifier. Through the 7 weeks, they're required to always keep accountability every morning, anytime that they move locations, and during all drills. Academy class, count off.
Alpha 2.
Alpha 3, Alpha 4, Alpha 5,
Alpha 6.
Alpha 7,
Alpha 8,
Alpha 9,
Alpha 11.
Alpha 12, Alpha Company President or accounted for.
Bravo 1, Bravo 2,
Alpha 3,
Bravo 4, Bravo 5,
Alpha 6,
Bravo 7.
Bravo 8,
Bravo 9,
Bravo 10,
Bravo 11, Bravo 12,
Bravo Company, President or County,
Charlie 1,
Charlie 2, Charlie 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5,
Charlie 6, Charlie 7, Charlie 8,
Charlie 9,
Charlie 10,
Charlie 11, Charlie Company, President or County 4,
Delta 1, Delta 2, Delta 3, Delta 4,
Delta 6, Delta 7,
Delta 8.
Delta 9,
Delta 10.
Delta 11.
Delta 12, Delta Company, President or County 4.
Echo 1, Echo 2, 3,
Echo 4. Echo 5.
Echo 6, Echo 7,
Echo 9, Echo 12, Echo Company, President or County 4.
Sir, all companies present or accounted for.
Understand. Our mission statement here at the Institute is helping firefighters do their work through training, education, information, and research. Today, we're here to recognize and celebrate the achievement of these young men and women and recognize their successful completion of this fall academy. In a word, one of the greatest things about being a fireman is family. These recruits represent departments all across the state, as well as 2 other states. They're about to embark into a unique profession unlike any other. I see several fire department members in here, and I think that they can all agree that this profession is like no other. This new family that these academy graduates inherit today will be there for the rest of their lives. In the years to come, they'll recognize more and more how great it is to be a part of the firefighter family. I thank you and welcome you to the commencement of the 101st Basic Firefighter Academy. To honor our nation, our friends, the other guys, from the University of Illinois premier a cappella group will sing the national anthem. Immediately following the national anthem, they will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, please join me in standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance. Following the pledge, please remain standing for our invocation. All uniformed personnel, you'll be on the command of the Academy Honor Guard. Forward, on, left, 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 left.
to the colors. Ready, post. Read, cover. Ready, fix. All uniformed personnel, present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Read, cover. Forward, march. Left. Left.
For our invocation, I'd like to introduce Pastor Dave Ashby. Pastor Ashby is a pastor with the Trinity Community Fellowship and also serves as the chaplain of the Urbana and Champaign Fire Departments. Pastor Dave.
Let's bow our heads together. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the privilege and the opportunity is ours today to once again rejoice and congratulate those that have successfully completed the task of training to be firefighters in our communities. I thank you for their profession. I thank you for those noble individuals who have gone before and set the precedent and the pattern that these young men and women will follow. I pray that your hand would be upon them. I pray that you would watch over them, that you would protect them. I pray that you'll meet every need that they have. I pray that you'll be with this ceremony today, that everything that's done would bring honor to you. And once again, we thank you for them. We rejoice in their accomplishments. In Jesus' name I pray.
You may all be seated. At this time, I'd like to make a couple of introductions for our leadership staff. I'd first like to introduce Deputy Director Heather Moore. Heather Moore sits behind me. In 2021, Heather Moore retired from the Springfield Fire Department as the Division Chief of Training and Education after 21 and a half years of service. Chief Moore served in all of the department's divisions and was the first female to earn the rank of Battalion Chief and Division Chief. Chief Moore has been a part of the IFSI team for 16 years and has served IFSI as a field staff instructor, program manager, program director, assistant director, and currently holds the position of deputy director. Jim Keegan, the Director of the Illinois Fire Service Institute. I'm going to invite him to the podium to say some opening remarks to our community.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the IFSI Fall 22 Academy Commencement Celebration. What a terrific day it is outside. Can't ask for a better day. I'd like to thank all of the first responders in the audience and these new first responders on to each side of the stage on National First Responders Day. I don't know how you scheduled commencement on that day, but nice job, Steve. Over the past 7 weeks, these soon-to-be graduates have been physically and mentally challenged. They've been pushed every single day for those 7 weeks. And they know it, and anybody that's related to them knows that. They've completed hours and hours of reading, books like this, successfully completed quizzes and exams and PECs and skill tests. They've donned and doffed their gear so many times, it's second nature to them. They've consumed hundreds of bottles of air, stretched miles of hose, enough to crisscross the state, searched rooms over and over again until their knees and their hips and their feet were sore. They've chopped enough wood that if you're looking for somebody to be a lumberjack on the side job, I think they could do that. Climb ladders, stories and stories of them that could reach the tallest buildings. I know they've got all the basics done, but what I hope and I wish is that they've begun to understand the real challenge of being firefighters. Not just what we do, but the expectation that we continually learn, grow, and adapt to the changing demands of the fire service and the needs of all of our communities. You need to be smart firefighters. Smart firefighters know how to do things. They know their job. They know when and where to do things. They know what tools and equipment they need to do things. Smart firefighters are always learning, growing, practicing, and reviewing what they already know, and refining their skills and knowledge. Smart firefighters are professionals. Now, I know a lot of people think that when somebody says professional, it's about being paid, it's about money, but I'm telling you, it's not. It's about being held to a higher standard. There are paid professionals and volunteer professionals, and there are standards and training that prepare the members for a profession with special knowledge, with special skills, with abilities, and an understanding necessary to perform their specific role at any time, day or night, to do their job within that profession. That's what a professional is. It's about a mastery of your trade. Professionals are subject to a code of standards and rigorous ethical obligations, moral obligations, and they always hold themselves to the highest level. And they should be held to the highest level. Some people don't have those requisite knowledge, I hate to say that, or skills or ethics to meet the responsibility of genuinely being called professional. They have not become masters of their craft, and they do just enough to get by. What I'm asking you today is to commit yourself to never, ever be like that. Don't ever do just enough to get by. I want to take a moment today and recognize the team of IFSI staff that have trained these firefighters. Chief Schubert, Chief Doggett, Chief Perone, Chief DeJournay, Chief Mayfield, Chief McMahon, Chief Shue, and Chief Tillis. And all of the instructors that are here to my right and your left, and the ones that can't be here today. They did a terrific job of planning and executing that plan that trained these people over the past 7 weeks. My compliments to the entire IFSI training staff They were there day in and day out, working and developing these men and women into the firefighters that you see here today. Congratulations. You've created a team of firefighters that IFSI, their fire department, and the communities can always be proud of. And more importantly, they can be counted on whenever they're called to duty and for whatever they're called to do. They are ready to meet the challenge of being firefighters. I also want to thank all of the IFSI staff. You saw some of them greeting you at the door. There's a lot back in the office that do the day-to-day work in the background that ensures that everything that we need to do classes, it comes off right and succeeds. Without them, without the people in the background, none of this could happen. In spite of the time and energy the candidates have committed, I know they could not have succeeded alone. It's only with the support of their crews, their family, their friends, that they're all here today. I understand the commitment these firefighters have made and the demands the Academy has placed on them. Long days, nights, weekends spent studying, practicing, repeating things, practicing whatever, until they were just plain worn out. The challenge when they didn't have time for anything else. I know the commitment their family made these past 7 weeks to support them. These past 7 weeks were a commitment on all of their families and friends. Thank you, family members, who have understood, that have supported them, and helped them every day to succeed in meeting the challenge that was placed upon them. To you, the Academy graduates, here on both sides of the stage today, this may be your graduation from the Academy, but really, and everybody's heard me talk about this before, it's the commencement of your career, the beginning of a lot of work, a lot of time, and your journey of being firefighters, fire officers, training officers, possibly staff at IFSI, possibly chief officers someday. And I know we're all saying, no, I just could ride the tailboard or ride the jump seat, and that's all that I want to do. And when I was that age, I thought the same thing. But there comes a time in your career that you decide to step up and take on more responsibility and become lieutenants and captains and chiefs and assistant chiefs and training officers. I want you to remember that we're just starting. You're just starting. You must commit to the profession and lifelong learning to continue the success. As you move forward, take advantage of every training opportunity that you have. Every time the department asks if somebody wants to go to training, I do. Because it's about being masters of your craft. If you don't have a degree, go back to school and complete your degree. Expand your knowledge. Expand your understanding of not only the vocation of being a firefighter, but of being a good person. Commit yourself to that. Don't just focus on the here and now, but plan for your career, plan for the community, the future. That was hard. Be hungry, be committed, be the professionals that know their craft. As firefighters, you must always be brave, which can only occur if you are masters of your craft and prepared. You always have to be the problem to the solution. No problem too big or too small. Those of you that have been here before remember our previous director, Colonel Royal Mortensen. He used to say all the time that there is no 912. When people dial 911, you're it. You got to solve the problem every single time. We have to get it right every single time. I genuinely believe that you are the future of the fire service, not just in your community, but in the country. You're the next generation of fire officers, training officers, researchers, instructors, fire service leaders. I, like many of the chiefs in the audience, have a finite time here. We're coming to the end of our careers, but you're just beginning your time. Take this vocation, this calling seriously, and work to develop yourself every single day. As you gain experience and knowledge, share that with those that come after you. Because in spite of the fact that today is the start, in a short period of time, there's going to be people behind you. And make it your responsibility to help them to succeed. And do that throughout your career. We've all had mentors in our life, and we can count on those mentors to keep us out of trouble. And I know that some of these guys up here and some of those guys back there did that over the past 7 weeks for you guys. Be like them. Also remember to balance your life and don't neglect your commitment to your family. Your career, in spite of the fact that it may be 20 or 30 years, is only a limited time. Your family is forever. Don't forget what's important. Firefighting is a dangerous endeavor. We never know what's going to happen. We never know what we're going to be called to do. But it's incredibly satisfying to know that you can indeed make a difference in someone's life. Be smart firefighters, make good choices, just like your mom and dad said. And I'm sure you'll make us, your department, and your communities proud. Congratulations.
One of our crucial partnerships is the Office of the State Fire Marshal's Office. The Office of the State Fire Marshal supports IFSI through funding, state certification, and many other avenues in training firefighters. This afternoon, I'd like to invite our State Fire Marshal, Dale Simpson, to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you. Good afternoon. First of all, I want to thank the Illinois Fire Service Institute for the opportunity to be here today. I consider it a very big honor to share this time with you. I want to talk about 3 words that are very important to me, and I hope they become important to you. Those words are opportunity, and the words thank you. As you prepare to respond to this next chapter of your life, I ask you to reflect on the opportunities you've already been blessed with, and to anticipate opportunities still to come. The fire service are filled with these opportunities to expand our knowledge, skills, and interests. Within the next 3, 5, 10, 20 plus years, every one of you will have opportunity to expand and advance your careers from where you currently are. My opportunity to become a real first responder was when I was 18. The small town I was in, I grew up in, received a grant to start a volunteer ambulance service, and it had 1 full-time paid position. I was blessed with receiving that assignment. That led to several opportunities, including working for full-time paid ambulance services in Springfield, Illinois, and then led to opportunity to enroll in the second ever paramedic class given in the area in the late 70s. In 1983, I was blessed with the opportunity to enter the fire service full-time in Springfield, where opportunities just exploded. And I rose through the ranks, performing a multitude of assignments, responsibilities, tasks, and things. My opportunity to become a fire service instructor came after completing my fire horse investigator and PTI for fire investigators right here at IFSI in the UI. Our newly appointed fire chief called me on the phone when I was in the bureau at the time, about 10 o'clock in the morning. And because he had taken over as chief, he couldn't continue to teach our local community college fire cause of origin class, wanted to know if I would do it. When I told him, sure, I would, he said, okay, first class is tonight at 6:30, see you. And he hung up. So that was the beginning of my instructor. That led to opportunities to acquire several fire inspector certification levels and teach at both Springfield Fire Department as well as the local community college. This then led to opportunities to be involved in organizing and overseeing the fire department Explorer Post, the juvenile fire center intervention program that we started, and a community emergency response team of citizen volunteers. In 2009, I retired from Springfield as the city fire marshal, and then 3 years later, I received the opportunity to join the Office of State Fire Marshal as a fire inspector. At OSFM, the opportunities again allowed me to rise within the ranks of the organization. This year, and at an age where I've had my Medicare card longer than I had my first fake ID, I've been blessed with the biggest opportunity of my first responder career by serving as the Illinois State Fire Marshal. The knowledge you seek, the skills you develop, and the interest you expand in the fire service, the more of these opportunities will seek you out. The next 2 words I want to speak to are the words thank you. Thank you to all our brother and sister firefighters who have come before us, who we now fill their shoes as they have paved the way for us. are the lessons they learned the hard way, which now provide us with the experience and knowledge we learn from in teaching those who come behind us, as Jim said. Thank you to IFSI and the instructors for leading you through these lessons, learning them successfully and how to navigate your careers safely. Thank you to all who have influenced us to become a part of answering the call, providing help in our communities and for the people served. A big thank you to our families for supporting us as we travel this path, which many times is not easy, but is always very honorable and rewarding. Lastly, I want you to remember the importance of taking care of yourself and your families. Always be aware of your mental as well as your physical well-being and learning the balance needed to survive and thrive. Sometimes the image of a firefighter is one made of steel, but as humans, we're no different than an engine, which must be maintained properly to continue running, to continue our calling, to continue our development of our knowledge and our skills, and to continue to be ready when the opportunity presents itself to assist our fellow men and then to safely return home after shift. I want again to thank IFSI for this opportunity to speak today, and I thank you for listening to me.
Every Academy class, we have the Academy select one of their peers to be a representative and speak on behalf of the graduating class. I'd like to welcome the Fall 2022 class representative, Charlie 1, Jesse Green, from Moline Fire Department to the podium.
Good afternoon. My name is Jesse Green, and I'm with the Moline Fire Department. It is an honor to be giving this speech on behalf of the 2022 Fall Academy. Don't know why my peers chose me to be up here, because Drake Hampton's mustache is way better than mine. We all put in our best effort and worked just as hard as the guy or the girl sitting right next to us, except for they had it way worse than we did. All joking aside, it has been a tough 7 weeks. I'm proud of everybody here for the hard work and dedication that was put into this, and I'm especially proud to call all you guys my friends. But these past 2 months haven't been tough for us alone. It has been hard for all of our families as well. So I'd like to say thank you to all of the parents, wives, husbands, children, and anybody else who helped us by sticking with us and encouraging us to keep pushing through. Also, a special thank you to all the instructors and the sacrifices they have made being away from their families. Without their wealth of knowledge and their commitment to the fire service, there would not be over 50 more well-trained firefighters ready to protect and serve the communities in which we serve. No matter what task we are given, whether it's rescuing someone from a burned building or keeping the public informed and educated on safety practices, or even cleaning the toilets at the firehouse, we will always be ready and will always achieve that task to the best of our ability. Times will get hard, but luckily we have our families to lean on and to help us, both on and off the job. But this training is only scratching the surface. There is so much more that we will experience and so many more people to learn from. We cannot let this accomplishment be the last thing that we achieve. Firefighting is a forever changing profession and the best job in the world. With that being said, let's keep pushing our boundaries, keep training, and most importantly, keep learning. Thank you.
Now I'm going to add a few comments about our candidates and our academy. The past 7 weeks have involved a tremendous amount of time and commitment. They started their day approximately 6 o'clock every morning. Sometimes they didn't finish long into the evening hours. During their days, they're pushed both physically and mentally. They learned a lot of things about firefighting, but more importantly, they learned a lot about themselves. Their expectation is very clear. 100%, 100% of the time. They learned what could be achieved and accomplished when they fully commit, and they learned exactly what they could overcome as a part of a fire crew. In spite of the time and energy they committed, I know they couldn't have succeeded alone. We've heard about that a couple times today already. It's only with the support of the crew and their families that are present today. Candidates, please remember your why. Remember what keeps you going. No one succeeds alone in this career. It's with the support of family, friends, mentors, relationships that we build on and that we can grow to achieve our personal and professional success. So at this time, we're going to begin with a presentation of certificates. That's part of the day, right? Quickly, a little bit about our instructors while we're getting set. Our instructors are handpicked to teach in the academy. They're a very passionate group. They possess distinct qualities that provide the best all-around academy experience possible. Our cadre consists of career, paid on call, volunteers, and retired service members. They dedicate a part of their lives to teach our future. Make time for they also take time from their families and their full-time jobs to attend here. I'm going to quickly ask before we start. Instructors that teach academy, please stand up. Alpha Company, please rise. Wade Knobloch, Pontiac Fire Department. Mitchell McFarland, Bettendorf, Iowa Fire Department. Ryan Killeen, Bettendorf, Iowa Fire Department. Xavier Spritzfield, Bettendorf, Iowa Fire Department. Stephen Wells, Urbana Fire Department. Daniel Duncan, Normal Fire Department. Hezekiah Kemp, Normal Fire Department. Michael Pinnell, Paris Fire Department. Savannah Conrad, Lincoln Fire Department. Drake Hampton, Alden Fire Department. How about a round of applause for Alpha Company? Alpha Company, be seated. Bravo Company, please stand. Terry Stein, Decatur Fire Department. Zachary Colbert, Decatur Fire Department. Grant Naylor, Decatur Fire Department. Brendan Purcell, Aaron Fire Department. Shane Ruprecht, Skagway, Alaska Fire Department. Edward John, Ketchikan, Alaska Fire Department. Crystal Splank, Ketchikan, Alaska Fire Department. Earl Ginter, Ketchikan, Alaska Fire Department. Logan Shaw, Harrisburg Fire Department. Zachary Jeffers, Eastern Prairie Fire Protection District. Andrew Chami, Eastern Prairie Fire Protection District. Lucas Smalley, Taylorville Fire Department. Congratulations, Bravo Company. Bravo Company, be seated. Charlie Company, please stand. Jesse Green, Moline Fire Department. Brandon Rodriguez, Rock Island Fire Department. Tristan Beck, Ottawa Fire Department. Brandon Weiss, Ottawa Fire Department. Caleb Beck, Ottawa Fire Department. Marcus Murphy, East Moline Fire Department. Tanner Logan, East Moline Fire Department. Christopher Chappell, East Moline Fire Department. Samuel A., East Moline Fire Department. Elijah Grip, East Moline Fire Department. Jacob Zimmerman, East Moline Fire Department. Congratulations, Charlie Company. Charlie Company, be seated. Delta Company, please stand up. Lance Goodpaster, Champaign Fire Department. Alexander Johnson, Champaign Fire Department. Clayton Jones, Champaign Fire Department.
Let's go, boy.
Jacob Sadoff, Champaign Fire Department. Vernon Dickey, Bloomington Fire Department. Jacob Johnson, Bloomington Fire Department. Allison Tinnen, Charleston Fire Department. Devin Wade, Monmouth Fire Department. Zachary Adams, Granite City Fire Department. Jessica Hamilton, Granite City Fire Department. Jameson Bartlow, Carbondale Fire Department. Congratulations, Delta Company. Delta, you may be seated. Echo Company, please stand. Zach Belkamp, Quincy Fire Department. Spencer Roderick, Quincy Fire Department. Hudson Falk, Quincy Fire Department. Derek Beckman, Fillmore Community Fire Protection District. Jack Kohler, Corn Belt Fire Protection District. Edmund Coleraby, Corn Belt Fire Protection District. Clayton Bell, Corn Belt Fire Protection District. Trey Ford, Danville Fire Department. Colton Rose, Mattoon Fire Department. Congratulations, Echo Company. Echo, you may be seated. At this time, we're going to move to the presentation of awards. And I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce our battalion chiefs. These men have spent countless hours providing instruction and guidance to each of these students. They build a personal connection with each of their companies that they're assigned. Their hard work, determination, and passion is evident every single day with the success of these students. I ask a lot of them, as well as our instructors, and I appreciate everything that they put forth to make this academy successful. I'd like to introduce to you Mark Mayfield. He's a captain of the Edwardsville Fire Department. Ed Crumb, retired captain from the Chicago Fire Department. Mark is in charge of Alpha Company. Ed Crumb is in charge of Bravo Company. Next, Tom Shue. Tom Shue is in charge of Charlie Company. He's a lieutenant with the Decatur Fire Department. Steve Tullis, a lieutenant with the Hinsdale Fire Department. DJ DeJournay, he's a captain with the Belleville Fire Department. Unfortunately, he could not be with us today. Assisting him through this academy was John McMahon. John is retired engineer from the Normal Fire Department. Now we're going to get started with our awards.
Thank you. First award is the Physical Fitness Award. Firefighting is an extremely strenuous physical work. It's probably one of the most physically demanding activities the human body can perform. Thus, the mission of the physical training program at the Academy is threefold. First, to safely train candidates so they're able to overcome physical challenges and graduate the Academy. Secondly, to prepare candidates to meet the physical demands of their future assignments. And thirdly, to instill the importance of maintaining a high level of personal fitness throughout their fire service careers. The Academy evaluated the candidate's initial and ending physical fitness level. A firefighter's level of physical fitness has a direct impact on the emergency response. This student will receive a flag in recognition of his accomplishment along with a gift certificate sponsored by Night or Gas in the amount of $250 to be used to further his training at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. The following student demonstrated a high level of fitness and is now recognized as the top performer of this class, completing 85 push-ups, 48 sit-ups in 1 minute, and a 9-minute and 24-mile-and-a-half time run. Will Delta 3, my guy, Clayton Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go get him, buddy.
The Howard Doc Eskridge Award. This award is presented to the IFSI Academy graduate with the highest overall grade point average during Academy and named after Howard Doc Eskridge. Howard Doc Eskridge served the Illinois Fire Service Institute for over 30 years. He led the Certified Firefighter Academy for many years, starting with the first academy in 1973. The first 200-hour class designed to certify recruit candidate firefighters according to statewide standards established by the Illinois Office of the State Fire Marshal. Trained 17 paid firefighters who all had less than 3 years of fire service experience. Doc was committed to excellence in teaching and academics. The criteria for this award is based on the following grades: quizzes, workbook assignments, midterm exam, and the final exam. The recipient of the award will receive a plaque in recognition of his accomplishment, along with a gift certificate sponsored by Motorola Solutions Foundation in the amount of $250 to be used to further his training at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. The cadet had an overall average score of 96.35%. Will my guy, Alpha 6, Stephen Wells, from the Urbana Fire Department, please come forward and accept the award.
Ray Hoff Most Improved Firefighter Award. The Ray Hoff Most Improved Firefighter Award is named after Chief Ray Hoff. Ray Hoff started in the fire service in 1965 and became a third-generation firefighter with the Chicago Fire Department. During his career, Ray Hoff served with some of the busiest truck companies in the city. He retired from the Chicago Fire Department at the rank of battalion chief in 1997. Hoff joined the Illinois Fire Service Institute family in 1992 as a field staff instructor. Hoff used his experiences such as the Paxton Hotel fire to develop invaluable IFSI lectures on topics ranging from search and rescue to fire dynamics. He always encouraged each and every student to improve themselves and become better firefighters. This award is presented to the IFSI Academy graduate who demonstrates the biggest overall improvement as an Academy student. The criteria is as follows: academic performance, including workbooks, quizzes, and midterm grades, looking at improved trend lines, consistent improvement on performance evaluation events, PT tests beginning and ending rank improvement, drill ground performance evaluations conducted daily by the instructors and the battalion chiefs. Progress reports submitted by instructors taking into account improving trend lines, a student's commitment to overall self-improvement. The winner is selected based on nominations by the Academy Battalion Chiefs and the Associate Director of Firefighting Programs. The recipient of this award will receive a plaque in recognition of the accomplishment, along with a gift certificate sponsored by Comfort Suites in the amount of $250 to be used to further their training at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. Will Cadet Bravo 7, Crystal Schleif from Ketchikan Fire Department please come forward and accept your award.
Afternoon. The Clark Rutledge Firemanship Award is named after Jack J.R. Rutledge and David D.C. Clark. These men dedicated many years of their lives to teaching firefighters and were always committed to the highest standards in teaching, with a high degree of emphasis on hands-on performance. Receiving the Clark Rutledge Award means that the student has demonstrated a mastery of the basic firefighting skills on par with or above the performance level of his or her peers. The criteria for this award is as follows. A consistent number of positive progress reports received over the duration of academy. Positive weekly evaluations from the academy battalion chiefs. And these evaluations include positive attitude, firefighting skills, technical skills, social skills, ethics, behavior, leadership skills, unselfishness, dependability, physical endurance, enthusiasm, initiative, and peer evaluations. And lastly, the number of performance evaluations passed on the first attempt. If a student receives this award, it signifies that the academy instructors, battalion chiefs, peers, and the associate director of firefighting programs feel that he or she possesses the leadership traits necessary to be highly successful in the fire service. The winner's name will be placed on a plaque in the hallway of the fire station. It will also receive a plaque in recognition of this accomplishment. A leadership book chosen by the director, and along with the gift certificate, sponsored by the Illinois Fire Service Institute in the amount of $500 that will be used to further his or her training at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. For Cadet Alpha 11, Savannah Connerty, please
If I could, one more round of applause to all of our candidates. I'm going to finish my portion by saying thank you. Thank you to our candidates who gave 100%, who showed up every day ready to work and ready to learn. It's appreciated, and I wish you well. I'd also like to say thank you to everybody in our audience, our family members, our friends, our department members, who have traveled and been here, and for some have been away for 7 weeks. You've endured a lot just as they have, and it's appreciated. Thank you all for being here. We're going to close out our spring 2022 Academy Commencement. As I invite our Associate Director of Firefighting Programs, Chief Tom Schubert. Please come to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thought you were done, didn't you? You will be, sign out. I know the candidates are ready to get out of here. This is the end for them. Good afternoon, my name is Tom Schubert. I'm a retired fire chief of the Canton Fire Department for 30 years. Of proud and dedicated fire service. I currently hold the position of Associate Director for Firefighting Programs at the Illinois Fire Service Institute. But more than anything, I'm proud just to work with the instructors and the people in the Fire Services. Regardless of my position, I work alongside each and all of them. And I love their dedication and appreciate what they do for all of our students and the Fire Service in the state of Illinois. So thank you to everybody. Before we talk about the graduates, I would like to thank those that make this all possible. And I know you have all heard this, but I want to reinforce it again because there's so many moving parts of the academy, so many moving parts of everything we do. Everybody here is dedicated to make sure these students have everything they need before we send them out on the streets. The instructors and the staff. The instructors for the academy are handpicked. These individuals are the best in the country. They have a full understanding of the expectations of this academy, and are truly dedicated to turn out only the best academy students back to their departments and communities. Thank you to all of the instructors and academy chiefs. But the team is bigger than just the instructors. The office and support staff here at the Illinois Fire Service Institute working to make all this happen. Without their work, this would not be successful. Thank you all. The facilities and shop personnel who keep our equipment and props working and in safe condition for our instructors and students. Thank you for what you do. And the Illinois Fire Service, or the Illinois State Fire Marshal's Office, that works hand in hand with the Illinois Fire Service Institute to provide the best training possible available to the fire service in Illinois. Thank you. And to all of you out there, the families of these candidates, thank you for your support. They wouldn't be able to do it without you. And now, for the candidates. This is your day. For the past 7 weeks, these 53 candidates have endured an intense training schedule starting today at 6 a.m. with Academy PT, then house tours, then equipment checks, right into the training for the day. Along with homework assignments every night, they have put in countless number of hours, along with our instructors, to build that solid foundation of skills and knowledge. They have learned and understood the importance of accountability for those they work with and themselves. They have learned and demonstrated the basic skills, the knowledge to perform on the fire drills. They understand the importance of details in everything we do. They understand that in this line of work, there's no breaks. There's no timeouts. There's no readers. That's why this training is so important to build that foundation. They understand there are no tricks to this trade. It's just learn the trade. To all 53 of you firefighting candidates, congratulations. Welcome to the fire service. I'm very proud of all of you. You earned it. You will now return to your families, your communities, your fire department, where you will serve and protect. Remember these things. Every day learn something. Every day practice a skill. Every day make yourself better, your department better, your community better. And don't ever forget, stay disciplined, pay attention to the details. Nothing will ever replace hard, dedicated work. Thank you for all your hard, dedicated work. You're making it to this point. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you all for coming and supporting your candidates. We greatly appreciate that, and so do they. There is refreshments in the hallway. You are welcome to go to 1130 Drive, the location of our training facility, which isn't far from here. There should be maps at the back of the room, or also ask your candidate, they can get you there. To tour our grounds, there are a couple rules when you go there. Please do not enter any of the buildings. It's for your safety and for your candidate's safety. Do not enter any of the buildings. Award winners, please meet back up here at the stage as soon as we release you, so you can get your pictures. And please, would everybody wait to take pictures until after we get the award winners' pictures, please. To close this ceremony, candidates, please stand. Companies, one last time, sound off.
Alpha 2.
Alpha 3.
Alpha 4.
Alpha 5.
Alpha 6.
Alpha 7.
Alpha 8, Alpha 9.
Alpha 11.
Alpha
12, Alpha Company President Orr County 4.
Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, Bravo 5,
Bravo 6.
Bravo 8,
Bravo 9. Bravo 10. Bravo 11. Bravo 12. Bravo Company President Orr County. Charlie 1. Charlie 2.
Charlie 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5,
Charlie 6. Charlie 7. Charlie 8.
Charlie 9, Charlie 11, Charlie Company President Orr County 4.
Delta 1. Delta 2. Delta 3. Delta 4. Delta 6. Delta 7.
Delta 8.
Delta 9. Delta 10.
Delta 11.
Delta 12. Delta Company President Orr County 4.
Echo 1, Echo 2, 3,
Echo 4.
Echo 5. Echo 6. Echo 7. Echo 9. Echo 12. Echo Company President Orr County 4.
Sir, all companies present or accounted for.
Dismissed.